This is in 2015. We came out here for the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight, and our first promoter, actually, Lyndon Hoskin, he brought us out here just to show us what it's like on the big stage, and I guess to give us, shout out to Lyndon, to show us what it's like here. And he promoted, I think, 10 of our earlier fights and helped us with regional titles and get world ranked. And his goal was always to, I guess, get us to a level as far as he could, and then hopefully get us signed to a promoter like Top Rank. And he did his job, which we're forever grateful for. But he brought us out here in 2015 for a major show, just like that, just to show us what it's like over here and give us some motivation. And I remember he took a photo of both of us in front of the MGM and said, you know, you boys are going to headline here one day, and it's all coming true. So it was an incredible trip.
When you see him on TV, it sort of seems surreal and like it's out of this world, but seeing him here live, like, I'm definitely confident I can match it with these guys, especially with another couple of fights under my belt. So exciting times.
And what's the next fight now? We've got a Japanese fighter.
Yeah, Noah Inoue versus Nieves. He's Nieves. He's a Mexican-American. I think Inoue should win this one pretty comfortably.
And Jace, what do you reckon, mate?
I'm looking forward to this one. I think Inoue's going to destroy him. He's a beast.
Do you know much about his opponent? Or?
No, never seen him.
Oh, okay, we just know Inoue's a beast. All right, there you have it.
So to start off, can you guys talk about how special that is to fight for world titles? Your brothers, your twins, 1 week apart from each other.
Well, it doesn't get any more special than this, really. This has been our dream for almost 20 years now. A lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of sacrifices, and it was always our goal to be both world champions at the same time, and to be able to do that just 1 week apart just feels like the stars have aligned, and this is our story, and this is how it was supposed to be, and feels like a movie, really. And the opportunity's there for us now, and it's up to us to go out there and capitalise that and grab this opportunity with both hands and make sure that we both go home as world champions, and then everything we've done over the last 20 years will be all worth it, and it's going to be very, very special.
Coming to you live from Stockton, California. Oh, man, do we ever have a huge card this Saturday night. The vacant WBO Bantamweight Championship of the World on the line as well. Vincent Astrolabio is here from the Philippines. Jason Moloney is here from Australia.
This is everything to me. This is everything. I've been boxing for nearly 20 years now, chasing this one dream of just becoming champion of the world, and it's something I think about every single day of my life. Yeah, this is a really, really special moment for us. Obviously, myself fighting to become world champion this weekend, and then next weekend, Andrew on the Haney and Lomachenko card as well, where he'll become world champion. And this is an incredible story. Two twin brothers that have been on this journey with our team, for nearly 20 years, as I said, and for us to finally go out there and achieve our dreams and both become champions only 1 week apart, it's an incredible story, and we've done everything we can to make it happen. We've had a great preparation and we're both ready to go.
We've done this a few times now where we've come to America and both done the training camp together, but this time it's just more special. We're both fighting for world titles this time, and I know that this opportunity right now, these fights, can change both of our lives and our families' lives, so it's very exciting. We've been working extremely hard, and as we sort of touched on earlier, it just feels like this was meant to be. This was our script, this is our story, and just can't wait for it to all unfold.
Two titles on the line this weekend. Coming to you from Stockton, a stacked card. It is now time to get them weighed in. This bout scheduled for 12 rounds for the vacant WBO Bantamweight Championship of the World. Please welcome from Las Vegas, Nevada, but representing all of the Philippines, Vincent Acero Astrolabio. And from Melbourne, Australia, Jason Mayhem Moloney. First on the scale, Vincent Acero Astrolabio.
Vincent, 117.2.
117.2. 117.2. 117.2 for Vincent Acero Astrolabio. His opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Jason Mayhem Moloney.
Moloney, 117.8.
117.8. 117.8 for Jason Mayhem Moloney. Ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 12 rounds for the vacant WBO Bantamweight Championship of the World. From General Santos City, Philippines, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Vincent Acero Astrolabio. From Melbourne, Australia, Jason Mayhem Moloney. 12 rounds for the vacant WBO Bantamweight Championship of the World.
Bantamweight World Championship fight, far more evenly matched. Australia's Jason Moloney against the constantly improving Vincent Astrolabio.
These are the type of fights I respect when fighters can go in there and execute a game plan.
Likewise.
Flawlessly. This was strategy. This was tactical work. Beautiful, brilliant work by Moloney.
And now the WBO Bantamweight Champion of the world. From the land down under, Jason Mayhem Moloney!
The World Championship belt is now draped over the shoulder of Jason Moloney.
Champion of the world! I'm just so happy for Jason, deserves it so much. Third time at a world title. He's had a hard run to it. It's been a lot of hard work. But finally tonight was his moment, and 20 years of hard work and total dedication. He's champion of the world.
He broke his hand, I think, in the 4th round. So the right hand went out of action, so he really won the fight with one hand.
Thanks for making my dream come true, Bob. I'm forever grateful. Thank you.
Well, I'm proud of you. You really put on a great performance, and I'll be there next week.
That'd be great.
When Andrew wins the belt, and then we can do a big doubleheader in Australia.
That'd be a dream come true, Bob. I can't wait for that. This is only half the job done, and now we can enjoy this, but obviously everything's about Andrew now. I'm making the dream complete. 2 world champions on the plane on the way home back to Australia, and this is the start of a very special story for the team Moloney. I'll try and get some sleep tonight. It's going to be tough, but yeah, training camp's still going for me. Next week's my time, and then we go home with 2 world titles on that plane. We're twins. We've got identical records. We do everything the same. So it's only right that it's my turn next week to become champion of the world, and we go home and celebrate with everybody.
Vegas is the fight capital of the world, and when you're in Australia, you watch these big fights on TV that are in Vegas. You watch that growing up, and it just seems so far away. Like, that's every kid's dream, is to fight in Vegas. So when you're here, there's nothing like it. Like, we love fighting back home, and that's something we want to continue doing, throughout our career. But fighting at Vegas, especially this one, like winning a world title in Vegas at the MGM Grand that's the pinnacle. That's it. That's every fighter's dream. So so wanted that I have the opportunity to do that.
World titles don't come easy, and that's why you work so hard to achieve them. He has a hard fight in front of him. Throughout this whole prep, every day I've just seen him get better and better. I think it's Andrew's best preparation to date. I think he's mentally in the best place he's ever been. And I think this is really going to be his breakout moment, where he goes from being a top 5, top 10 super flyweight to, wow, this guy can really fight. And this is the biggest platform you could get, with Haney Lomachenko undercard. There's going to be millions watching, so he can get so many new fans here and really put the Moloney name in the spotlight
especially with a story like this, with 1 week apart, 2 world champions, it's an incredible story, and I feel like I, maybe put a bit of extra pressure on him now that half the job's done, but I also think that him being there and seeing me win has just given him more drive and more excitement to go out there and get it done.
I do want to bring up the second half now. Andrew the Monster Moloney, who will be on our card this Saturday night, going after the vacant WBO Junior Bantamweight title. Andrew, get up here, brother. First of all, thank you for being here. I know it's a crazy week and there's so much going on. Your brother, mission accomplished last week. You were with us up in Stockton, California. You know, he got the job done now. And he even said he came out first. So it makes sense that he got the first one. Here you are.
Oh, it's honestly unbelievable. It's so hard to explain in words. This is 20 years of blood, sweat and tears, and just total sacrifice from me, my brother, and both of our families and our team. And there's just no way I'm leaving that ring without that world title strapped around my waist. And I'm just so excited.
Listen, we're honored to have you here. Thanks for being here. Best of luck Saturday night. We'll see you at the press conference on Thursday.
Can't wait. Thank you, guys.
Courageous boxers have been named for stepping into the ring at the Commonwealth Games. Our boxing team named today. And Andrew and Jason Moloney will become the first twins to represent Australia in boxing at the Commonwealth Games.
It was consistent throughout this entire fight. That's why the referee stepped in.
That is
stop
called
this match.
Accumulation of punches, and that leads Andrew Moloney to the knockout victory over Gilberto Mendoza.
He's an Australian bantamweight champion, a WBA Oceania bantamweight champion, a Commonwealth Boxing Council super flyweight champion, a WBA interim world super flyweight champion. His current world rankings are number 10 by the ring, number 9 in the IBF, number 6 in the WBA, number 5 in the WBC, and number 4 in the WBO. He is trained by Angelo Hyder, representing Dragon Fire Boxing. He has 26 professional fights with 24 wins, 2 losses, 16 big wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Andrew Moloney!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we just saw one half of that bout. The other half is now in the building. Please welcome into the ring from Australia, Andrew Moloney. Let us know if you are Team Haney, Team Loma. The undisputed lightweight championship of the world goes down this Saturday, May 20th, from right here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena. In the ring with us right now from Australia, Andrew Moloney, taking on Junto Nakatani for the vacant WBO Junior Bantamweight Championship of the world. Another world title fight on the card Saturday night. You do not want to miss these fights. An unbelievable stacked card beginning at 3 p.m. Pacific time, exclusively on ESPN+. And then at 7 p.m. Pacific, we turn over to pay-per-view. You do not want to miss it from right here inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with Andrew Moloney in from Australia. Listen, for the folks who don't know, standing around the ring right now, you're one half of the Moloney brothers. You have a twin brother who just took care of business last week up in California, bringing home the Bantamweight Championship of the world. Here you are 1 week later. Talk about your mindset. It is fight week. It is now your turn. How you feeling?
I feel unbelievable. This is a dream come true. This is 20 years of blood, sweat and tears to get to this point. The dream has always been for me and my brother to both be world champions at the same time, and he won that world title last Saturday. And we're twins, we do everything together. So now it's my turn this Saturday night.
Hey, your brother's here. I want to bring him into the ring right now. This is world champion Jason Moloney, the older brother by how many minutes? Just a couple?
1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute. Listen, last week we were up in Stockton. You guys were with us. You took home the world title. You broke your hand in the third round of the fight, but it went the distance and you brought home the hardware. Now it's time to be here and support your brother. Just talk about the mindset. You guys, you do everything together. It's a family affair. We're all proud of you. Now it's time for him to take care of business.
Yeah, that's right. For me, you know, I achieved my dream and I'm on top of the world, but we don't celebrate until Andrew wins the world title, and we're both champions, and it's going to be a big celebration for all of us, our team. It's been a long, hard road, but it all comes down to Saturday night. I can't wait to watch Andrew bring home this belt.
Andrew, what's going through your mind right now? We're a couple days away. We get on the scale on Friday, and then you get into the ring on Saturday. Have you been studying your opponent's tape? You know, as a guy from Japan, obviously a tough fighter, he deserves to be in the ring just like yourself. We expect fireworks Saturday night. It's not always about Loma and Haney this weekend. This is a world championship fight. What's going on in your brain right now, looking across the ring at Nakatani?
Yeah, we've done plenty of study. We know what we have to do to come home with that world title, and expect fireworks. We might steal the show on Saturday, I think.
Hey, every time you guys are in the ring, it's a show. We're excited to have you here. Listen, thank you guys for spending time this afternoon. I know fight week can be a lot. Go get some rest, and we'll see you on the scales on Friday, yeah? Good night.
Listen, everybody's talking about the main event. We're kind of forgetting that there's another title on the line Saturday night. The vacant WBO Junior Bantamweight World title is on the line, and they are with me here as well. Junto Nakatani from Japan, Andrew Moloney from Australia, the WBO #1 ranked fighter, the WBO #2 ranked fighter. This one has fireworks written all over it. Andrew, I'm going to start with you. How special is it for you to not only be fighting in the United States, but here in Vegas, in this iconic MGM Grand Garden Arena for a world title?
Honestly, it's just amazing. I was going to say it's a dream come true, but this is even bigger than that, better than that. This is like the wildest dream, way better than anything I could ever imagine, to fight for a world title here in Vegas at the MGM Grand 1 week after my brother became world champion in Stockton, California last weekend. Now it's my turn to become world champion in Vegas at the MGM Grand on one of the biggest cards of the year in boxing. You couldn't write the story any better, and that's why I'm just so excited for this Saturday night. I know this is my time. This is how our story was supposed to unfold, and this is destiny. I'm going to become world champion.
All right, Andrew, you said to be the man, you got to beat the man. I saw that quote in an interview you did recently. You're facing a tough opponent sitting to my left. But these are the steps you have to go through to become world champion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt Junto's a good fighter. He was a world champion, he's undefeated, and he's pretty avoided in this weight division. We saw Kazuto Ioka decide to vacate his belt rather than fight Nakatani. But as you've seen from me and my brother, we'll fight anyone, anywhere, anytime. Whatever we have to do to become world champion, we'll do. We've dedicated our lives to this sport for 20 years now, and I'm just thankful that things played out like this, and Ioka did vacate his belt, and I did get the opportunity to fight Nakatani. The story couldn't have unfolded any better. 1 week after my brother, I get the opportunity now to become world champion, and I'm just so excited, so grateful for the opportunity. Thank you to everyone at Top Rank for making this happen and writing this story, and now I've got to grab that opportunity with both hands and make sure I leave that ring with that belt strapped around my waist.
Please welcome from Sagamihara, Japan, Junto Nakatani, and his opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Andrew Moloney. First on the scale, Junto Nakatani. The brother of the late champion Genaro Hernandez, and Rudy Hernandez says he's as good as any fighter I've had at the stage of his career. 114.6 for Junto Nakatani. His opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Andrew Moloney. Andrew Moloney, whose brother Jason won a world championship a week ago on ESPN. Could they be 2 for 2 and head back to Australia with the belt? 114.5 for Andrew Moloney. Moloney, a little different stylistically than his brother, who we saw a week ago. He is in for a real challenge against Nakatani.
Yeah, he's going to have to get on the inside of that reach. Nakatani is no joke. He has power in his backhand. You know, Nakatani has a size, the height advantage as well, and he knows how to use his reach. So he's going to have to cut that distance some way, somehow, without getting caught.
Right. This is literally a tall order for Andrew Moloney, but he seems to be unfazed by it, given that his brother Jason Moloney just won a title last week. He said it's meant to be, it's destiny. We will see.
Now look at the height of Nakatani and the reach of Nakatani at junior bantamweight. So this is a world title fight on ESPN prior to the pay-per-view. This is going to be a very good one. Andrew Moloney and Junto Nakatani in the 8 p.m. Eastern window on ESPN. That'll lead us right to the pay-per-view of Devin Haney and Vasily Lomachenko. Oh, that's one of those who's going to break.
I like that. I like that.
Who's going to break.
I like that.
Look at this.
I like that.
Oh, and the crowd loves it too, because the cameraman ordered them to come and square their shoulders.
No,
and
we
they
don't listen
still,
to that. No,
they didn't listen to that.
We don't listen to that. You break first.
Right.
That's the mindset.
Now we are ready for our world title fight between Moloney and Nakatani.
Nakatani, the new champion in this division.
We have a new world champion, and it's time to celebrate Junto Nakatani.